Are you an entrepreneur seeking to unlock the true potential of your business? Have you ever wondered how to navigate the complexities of the business world while staying true to your values? Well, if you're like me, a Muslim entrepreneur striving for success, you're in the right place, inshallah. Throughout history, Muslims have been blessed with guidance from the Quran and the Sunnah. We have a blueprint for living a fulfilling and prosperous life. Yet many of us overlook these invaluable teachings when it comes to our businesses. But here's the thing, I've witnessed miracles unfold in my own business and in the lives of countless other Muslim entrepreneurs by applying these timeless principles. Today I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful secrets: selflessness. Yes, you've heard that right. Selflessness isn't just a virtue, it's a game changer in the world of business. So if you're ready to learn how embracing selflessness can catapult your business to new heights, stay tuned, inshallah. This is the third video in a series where I'll be unveiling the top 50 Muslim business secrets, guaranteed, inshallah, to elevate your entrepreneurial journey. But first, let's dive deep into the transformative power of selflessness and how it can set you apart in the competitive landscape of business. The Prophet ﷺ said, "None of you truly believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself." Now imagine a world where every entrepreneur embodies this principle, where every interaction is fueled by a genuine desire for the well-being of others. That's the essence of the Muslim entrepreneur. We aren't driven by selfish ambition or ego. Instead, we embrace the highest form of selflessness, known as AL-ITHAR, where one prioritizes the needs of others above your own. This selflessness isn't just a virtue, it's a strategy that transforms businesses. Picture this, your customers aren't just satisfied, they're loyal advocates. Your team doesn't just work for a paycheck, they're deeply invested in your vision and are truly loyal to your mission. Every stakeholder, from clients to competitors, respect and admire you. This isn't a utopian dream, it's the power of reputation in business. When your sincerity shines through every interaction, trust flourishes, deals close effortlessly, and opportunities abound. Your competitors simply can't replicate the genuine connection and momentum that you've built. But it doesn't stop there. Your clients aren't just transactions, they're relationships built on trust. They turn to you first, knowing you will always have their best interest at heart. Your team isn't just a group of employees. They're a family united by a common purpose. They're willing to go above and beyond because they know you will always prioritize their well-being. And here's something to remember. People don't remember what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. So when you consistently prioritize others, you leave a lasting impression of warmth, respect, and gratitude. You become more than just a business owner. You become a beacon of positivity in a competitive world. Some may view selflessness as a sacrifice, but in reality, it's the ultimate investment. By giving generously to others, you receive far more in return. Always look out for yourself in business. Always take care of your own needs first. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Everyone is seeking their own agenda, and if you're not careful, you will get burned. We've all heard this before, but I don't think this is a very useful way to think. In fact, in Sahih al-Bukhari, we learn the story of a Sahabi called Abu Talha radiallahu anhu. Imagine the scene. Abu Talha, despite facing poverty and scarcity in his own life and family, he opens up his home to a traveler, a complete stranger, with very limited resources and also a family of his own to feed. He selflessly prioritizes the needs of his guest over his own. That evening, in fact, his own children went to bed hungry. This was a sacrifice made in the spirit of generosity. But what unfolds next is nothing short of miraculous. The following morning, subhanallah, the Prophet ﷺ himself praised Abu Talha's act of selflessness. And what's even more incredible is that a verse of Quran was revealed, immortalizing his noble deed for eternity. As Muslim entrepreneurs, this story serves as a guiding light. This isn't just a philosophy, it's a legacy inherited from the Prophet ﷺ himself, who embodied this ethos in every aspect of his life. You may be thinking it's all well and good knowing that you need to be selfless, but how do I put this into practice in my own business? So stick around till the end of the video, where I'll give you 3 steps on how to implement this beautiful Muslim business secret, inshallah. Here's an example of how using selflessness, AL-ITHAR, has taken a bank to the top of their industry. In a recent article by the World Economic Forum, Handelsbanken, a leading Swedish bank, stands out as a prime example of selflessness in action. They redefined the role of bank advisors. Handelsbanken sees its bank advisors as family doctors, committed to taking care of their customers' financial health and overall well-being. So just as doctors adhere to the Hippocratic oath of do no harm, Handelsbanken's advisors prioritize their clients' best interests. They refrain from cross-selling or promoting in-house products unless they genuinely serve the client's need and are the best options available on the market. But their commitment to altruism extends far beyond the adherence to ethical principles. For the past 47 years, Handelsbanken has consistently gone above and beyond, surpassing their competitors in profitability every single year. This remarkable achievement isn't solely attributable to financial strategies, but rather to a profound dedication to serving their clients with integrity and authenticity. This exemplifies the power of selflessness in business. By genuinely caring for their clients and prioritizing their interests, Handelsbanken has not only earned the trust and loyalty of their customers, but also achieved unparalleled success in a fiercely competitive industry. Before I tell you the 3-step formula, let me quickly share a story on how ethar helped level up my business. So last summer, we went on our first ever Sequoia Homes team retreat. It was actually only me, my business partner, and our portfolio manager, who at the time was our first ever employee. So we booked a beautiful resort in Morocco, but when we arrived, we realized we only had 2 rooms between the 3 of us. So 2 of us would have to share 1 room. Now my first thought was that I should be the one to take the single room to myself, because obviously I was the founder of the business. I did all of the graft at the beginning, the years of struggle. But my second thought was I should probably give the room to my business partner, because he worked really hard this quarter. And I don't mind sharing a room with the portfolio manager, because he actually gives me an opportunity to get to know him better and to bond. But in the end, I decided to give the single room to the portfolio manager. I wanted to give him preference and let him know that we value him and we want him to have the best possible experience on this trip. So alhamdulillah, he got a really nice room with a private pool all to himself, while me and my business partner shared the other room. As you can imagine, he was very appreciative of the gesture and realized that day that we truly cared about him and we valued him. Since then, I've noticed him working really hard to better our business. I've seen him go above and beyond for our business. I've seen him doing urgent tasks on his days off. I've seen him care about the business just as much as we do. If you see our Trustpilot reviews, and go and have a look, Sequoia Homes, they are full of clients singing his praise. MashaAllah. We may have made a small sacrifice on that holiday, but the impact of being selfless and giving preference to the other had a huge positive impact. Alhamdulillah. This is why being selfless is a powerful Muslim business secret. As promised, here are 3 ways you can action selflessness in your business today, inshallah. Number 1, always put yourself in the other person's shoes, then go one up. When you're dealing with clients or your own internal team members, put yourself in their shoes, understand what they would want, understand their perspective. But don't just stop there. Challenge yourself to go one step further. Imagine if a team member requested you for a better chair, sitting in the office, and he needs a better chair because he's very uncomfortable. You of course would see the need and recognize the value of their comfort. So the normal person would just agree to that chair. But what if you went a step further? What if you got the chair and also added an ergonomic footrest as well? Their gratitude and sense of value would be different, wouldn't it? Number 2, always remember, you cannot lose when you're being selfless. Let's say a client has asked you to include some additional work on top of what was already agreed. So you don't have to, but you decide to be selfless and you actually include it free of charge. You may have to spend some extra time, you may have to use some extra resource, and you may even not make much of a profit, or you could even make a small loss. But the client will surely remember your gesture. Not only will he remember, but he will do more business with you in the future. And he will also go out of his way to refer you to his whole network. So the goodwill will translate in extra business. And perhaps you may not have gotten that without your selfless act. Number 3, remember that your risk will never miss you. Being selfless as a Muslim entrepreneur may involve turning opportunities down. For example, you may get an inquiry from a very keen client and you realize after speaking to them that they're not a right fit for you and your product is not necessarily a right fit for them. They are ready to pay you, but you know deep down that your service is not what they need and that they could probably get a much better result with a different product or a different service or a different provider. Now, because you give preference to them and their gain over your own, you turn them down and you direct them to go elsewhere. You may have lost the sale, but remember that your sustenance, your risk is written and it will always reach you. One way or another, it will never miss you. Let's remember that in a world where competition is fierce and trust is rare, the currency of selflessness, love, and appreciation can become our greatest asset. Let me know in the comments below if you've had any experience where selflessness has impacted your life and business, or let me know if you have any other advice on how we can all implement ethar and selflessness in our life. If you've liked this video, like, subscribe, and check out the other Muslim business secrets.